Hey guys, hello. It's Darlene with Chalk Couture. Happy Friday. TGIF, guys. Oh my goodness. We are going to have some fun today. Yes, we are. I am so excited about this. So I've been wanting to do this, but it takes patience because these have to dry. I had to do some samples. They have to dry for a couple of days. So I am trying to get this up on my laptop. My laptop has been acting up. I think it finally restarted. Craziness. Okay, I can see that I'm live. If you're out there, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. You're going to want to see this because this is going to be a lot of fun. This is it's different. This is really a different concept of using our ink. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna make Shrinky Dinks. Do you remember Shrinky Dinks from when you were a kid? And did you just love watching them shrink up in the oven? Well, Darlene has a different way of shrinking them, and you're gonna be able to watch. So yeah, just stay tuned. I am not seeing notifications on Facebook. Oh, there it is, right there, finally. So people are just getting notified. Yeah, I'm going to try to share it into my VIP, and let me just see if I can get this onto my regular page. So how is everybody? If you're out there, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. I'm just going to bring this up and pop it onto my regular page here because everybody needs to see this. They need to know that, hey, you can use Chalk Couture's ink with this. Yeah, it's going to be fun. All right, let me pop you up to me. I have on my cute little shirt that we made yesterday. Hi, guys. Hello. I'm Darlene Brown. I'm an independent designer for Chalk Couture. I love how my shirt turned out. It's so stinking cute. I was giving the link to somebody last night, and it looks like a lot of the sizes are sold out. But don't worry, they come back. They do. So even if the size that you need right now is not in, you can find it later. If you need the link for this shirt, send me a message and say, hey, Dar, can I have the link for that shirt from yesterday? Because it is so cute. It's just so comfy. On these shirts, I usually buy a size up because I don't want the arms to be tight. Sometimes on the printed shirts, like the buffalo plaid one, and I like to be able to push my sleeves up. I like long sleeves, but I don't like long sleeves, if you know what I mean. Okay, so this is a 2X. I buy an extra large normally. This is a 2X. It's roomy. It's not going to sit there and be around all my little fat rolls, my big fat rolls. So anyways, guys, let's do this. This is going to be fun. I am loving being able to show you this finally. So it's just kind of a fun, different way of using our Chalk Couture product. And yeah, did you know? Did you know you can use Shrinky Dink plastic? Remember using Shrinky Dinks, coloring it with the markers. You can color it with pencils. You can use acrylic paint. You can color on one side and then on the other side do your details. But we're going to use it for doing just some little keychains. I just want to show you how to do this. It's so exciting. I'm gonna pull out a piece to show you the size. It's the size of a sheet of paper. And oh, let me see who's here. Sorry, guys. If you're out there watching, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. If you have questions along the way, just pop them in the comments. I'll try to answer. I traced some of these already, but I'll show you, and you get to watch me backwards cut, because on something this detailed, Darlene is going to backwards cut. Yeah, I am. With teeny scissors, and I'm going to be careful with it. And then we're going to punch a hole in it before I do the ink, because I didn't do that last time. So yeah, this is going to be fun. Happy Friday, Maria. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Lori. Hello, Luann. Hi, Tina. Hi, Kim. Thanks for sprinkling, Tina. Hi, Angela. Hi, Carrie. Hello, Vicky. You've been wanting to do this. Yeah, I'm going to show you how, but you have to be patient. I suggest letting it dry for 2 days before you shrink them up. I have some that has been dried for a day and a half. I shrunk some last night, and I failed on one, and on 3 of them I did fine. So I'm going to show you what to do and what not to do, and we're going to be able to shrink them right here, without an oven. Without an oven, yes, she says. I don't even have to take you into my kitchen, but yeah, it's going to be fun. So hi, Janice. Okay, I will try to remember to send you the link. It's usually better if you send me a private message and say, Darlene, can I get the link? But I will try very hard to remember that. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Cheryl. I know they do. Yeah, they still make it. I know. Occasionally I just think of those things, you know, when it's time for Christmas, because I'm thinking of doing this with the kids, just making some stuff, but not with Chalk Couture Ink because it has to dry too long. But just getting out, I could just make individual kits for them too, and do their own. This one has, how many in it? 25 pieces. I could piece these out. I could cut them in half with my paper cutter and get the markers and do like individual kits to put into their stockings, and then the directions for their mamas to put them in the oven. Yeah, so they could do their own. I could trace out, you could trace out little things too. I think you can run this through a printer even that takes the heavy paper, and you can print your design so that they can color it in like a coloring book. Yeah, it's really great. So let me see. Sorry, I got distracted there. Hi to Lisa. Hi, Donna. Hi, Myra. Hi, Nikki. Hello, Cynthia. Okay, so, you know, you might be like an older adult that doesn't have kids in the house, and you're going, why is Darlene showing me this? Because it's fun. Because it's fun. And maybe you have little grandkids that you can do this with sometime. Now, you might not have time now to do it, but maybe with some of our spring stuff. How fun would that be to shrink up some little bunnies or flowers or hearts? I'm thinking the conversation hearts. I'll have to do those. Okay, so what you do is you have your sheet of plastic, and then you're going to trace it. All I did was, this is from remember the little ornaments that we did? And I had my little wood cut out. A lot of you have your wood cut out. Take it off your tree and trace it. And so all I did was I just traced around here. I'm not going to do it right now with a permanent marker. Okay, so I have all these traced out. I don't want to waste another sheet. I'll save this for the grandkids. So, and they do have frosted. Okay, so I thought maybe we could even do something different if I can pull a rabbit out of the hat. I was thinking we could do something different with this. What can we do with a full sheet? I know, I was trying to think, can I pull something out of the out of my drawer that we could do with a full sheet? Because look at, they have the frosted stuff, so it's going to look a little different. I don't know. Maybe I'll be thinking about that. I'll be thinking if there's something that I can do that's a full sheet to shrink. Okay, so what you're going to do, so you trace it out. So you have your line. I don't care that there's a line around mine, because when it shrinks up, the line is going to barely show. But if you want to cut inside your line, you definitely can cut inside your line. I'm just going to start cutting this out. I have one of them cut. So you guys get to watch me cut these things. And we can just talk. We can talk about life and and fun stuff. So I use tiny scissors to do this because these are just little embroidery scissors. They work best for me on small stuff. And you can use whichever scissors work best for you. What I will tell you is that this stuff will easily tear if you're not careful. Like when I was trying to do the top part of it, trying to get those little tight corners, sometimes you have to do relief corners, like cut a little bit of a couple of cuts in the center of that, and then just do your cut around. It really doesn't take that long to get these cut out. We can do this and talk, and then we'll punch holes. We'll use a hole punch. It's just a regular little hole punch. If you don't have one, what could you use? Let's see, let me think. You can use our, we could totally use, I bet we could use our power punch. I'll try. You know what? I could try our power punch. Our power punch, it might be too big, but I should try our power punch and see, because this punch gets a little bit stuck on the plastic. But isn't it fun? You did Shrinky Dinks with your kids 100 years ago. I know, me too. Me too. I did them. Sorry. I'm like, have a itchy nose. Thank you, Sarah. I love my top too. Thank you for sprinkling, Myra. Donna, some people use coloring books. Yes, yes, that's a great thing. I'm going to do that with my grandkids. I am going to do that. And I don't know if I said hi to Karen Ramonko. Hello, Karen Ramonko. So I remember doing these and just being so excited watching them in the oven. Okay, but Darlene learned a different way to shrink them, and it kind of was by accident. So I'll tell you about that. So last year when I tried this, I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? I had watched another person do it last year, and you have to let them dry. You have to let that ink dry for 2 days before you start shrinking it, because otherwise when it goes to fold, because you know how they kind of shrink up and they kind of fold onto each other, it just becomes a big mess of ink. It does. So you have to be patient. You have to let it dry. I have some that I've already dried that we're going to be able to use. So last year I'm like, well, I'm just going to hurry up the process by using my heat gun. Oh no. Oh no, that did not work at all. Guess what? That shrunk them. Yes, you can shrink these with your heat gun. You do not have to have an oven to shrink these. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I don't know if a regular heat gun will work, honestly. But my heat gun is pretty industrial. And so I'm going to show you that it works. Oh, maybe I should pull out the, let's test it. We'll pull out the Chalk Couture when it's not, doesn't get as hot. And we'll test one of them with that. Okay, how about that? Okay, so 2 things we're going to do. We're going to use the Power Punch to test that out because I need to know if it works. And then we're going to use our Chalk Couture little heat gun. Okay, those are cut out. I'm not a perfect cutter-outer. I'm not. And it's okay because we're just going to have fun with this. We're going to make cute little keychains. I happen to have some keychain stuff because we're going to be doing some of that stuff with our wood cutouts. And okay, I'm thinking that it's going to be best to do it on here when I do the ink because it will show better. But learn from me. Do your holes first. I didn't do my holes before the first time. Oh, thank you, Melissa. I got my hair done yesterday. Yay. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Okay, so you need to punch a hole, and you actually need a hole bigger than this. Let's find the Power Punch. I have my Power Punch down here. Let me see, because the Power Punch hole, I think, is maybe a little bit bigger. Let's see if we can use the Power Punch on this and see if it will work better. You kind of have to have a bigger, oh, look at how, that was so stinking easy. Okay, don't use one of these. If you have it, you can use it. But if you don't have the Power Punch, use that. I want the hole to be just a little bit bigger because when it shrinks up, that hole gets really teeny tiny. And I need to be able to stick a little plastic or a little metal piece through there. So I'm just going to overlap and just make it a little bit bigger. And did it come out? It didn't come out. Let me do it better. I didn't press it all the way through. There we go. So just, what am I doing wrong? Darlene, you can't even run a Power Punch. There we go. Okay, so get your holes in there. It can be an oval, okay? An oval is just fine. Okay, I'm doing it this way so I can see. My Power Punch is upside down, so I can see where the little hole piece is coming out. And it goes really easily with that. I don't care that it's oval. When it shrinks up, it's going to be small, okay? So, but just remember to do this part first because I was dealing with wet ink trying to get my holes in there because I was afraid I'd forget. And I didn't want to have to go drill holes with my drill press after the plastic was done. That's never fun. So get your holes in there first, and then we're going to do a design on these, okay? It's actually really easy. We're going to use our ink, our Chalk Couture ink. Don't use paste. Paste will melt right off of here. It will not work. Paste will not work. Hi, Jill. How are you? Okay, so these are the transfers we're going to use, and I just picked out some paste. And yeah, this is just Shrinky Dinks. This is from You could probably get these at craft stores, but I just got it from that place that delivers to me several times a day. Okay, starts with a big A. Okay, so let's just do these one by one. I'm just going to grab my transfer. I have a variety of colors picked out. Let's do green first. We're going to do the tree is going to be green. And you're just going to take your transfer. My transfer has been used a lot. It's still sticky, but it's been used a ton. The way that I did it was I put it upside down so I could kind of get my, oh no, I did it like this. I did it like this. I put my transfer upside down and I put this on top of it. Can you kind of see the black outline from the ink? Okay, so I was trying to be really smart and try to center it this way. And then I kind of evened it out, just got my air bubbles out. Okay, pull it up a little bit to get all those air bubbles out. Wasn't that easy? That way you can see what you're doing and it's centered almost perfectly. And I don't care if it's a little bit off because when it shrinks up, you are not going to see. Okay, so that is the way to do it. There is an air bubble right there. So I'm just pulling it up. Okay. Can you guys see? You got your notification what she's using as ornaments. Oh, this is Shrinky Dinks. Yeah, we're doing Shrinky Dinks. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're going to do Shrinky Dinks. Okay, I'm so excited. Take your little squeegee, grab some of your ink. Okay? So ink can be used on Shrinky Dinks. Ink has to dry before you can shrink it. So this is I'm going to set it aside on a piece of cardboard and I'm going to be patient. I'm going to let it dry for 2 days, but I have some I've already dried so that I can show you. Okay, so just spread your ink, take off the excess as much as you can get off. Okay, you're going to be really careful peeling that up. Let me just find something over here, a paper towel to put my things on. You're going to be really careful so that you don't rip your the top part off. Okay, so you're going to gently peel that up. Okay, so you just have to get it going. Okay, and then stick your finger right there on where you put that hole. Okay, and then you're just going to keep peeling. Gently peel, gently. You can't really touch anywhere else. Just gently peel that up, just like that. I do have a couple of little oopsies. I can take a little Q-tip if I want to. If I'm not worried about it, because it's going to shrink up to teeny tiny. It's going to be the size of a 50-cent piece or small. Yeah, about 50-cent piece. So that's how it turns out. Isn't that cute? Super cute. Maybe if I put it onto white, you'll be able to see it better. Let me find white. So then you're going to be very careful. So see how cute that is? Super cute. It's really easy. If your transfer is brand new, you're going to fuzz the heck out of it. Okay. If you need to fix anything, you can grab a Q-tip. If I have one down here. Do I have a Q-tip? I do. Okay. So these pointy Q-tips are your friend. If you have any little oopsies where it leaked underneath, because I have literally used these probably 30 times because I love this transfer, you can just take your little Q-tip and just get that off of there. Okay, so that's pretty easy. I think kids can do this with supervision. Okay, so then you're just going to take this and you're going to set it to the side. We're going to move all these when we do our shrinking. We're going to move all of them. Okay, so then we're just going to move on to the next one. We're just going to keep going. Isn't this fun? This is so easy. Super duper easy. I'm going to do this one. Let's do this one in our teal. Okay, so this is our ink. It's just a different way to use your ink, guys. I like to show you options because, you know, some people, they get ink and they do a t-shirt and then they never use it again. I have some of my inks that I open that I have never used since I first got them, and they actually were dried out from not using them, so not being stirred up. And that's from almost 3.5 years ago. Yeah. Okay, so get all your air bubbles out. So you never heard of these? Hi, Karen Ross. You missed out. I love doing these as a child. So here, let me show you closer. All the beautiful things that you can do with Shrinky Dinks. You can color them and shrink them up and make earrings or cute little magnets. It's great for kids. Get some. You need some. You need some of those. So they have them in a smaller pack too. I think they had them in a 10 piece pack. So all you're doing is spreading your ink. We're going to make little keychains with these. I didn't know when I was making them how small they would shrink up, because I kind of forgot that they kind of shrink up to really teeny tiny, to about less than a fourth of the size. If I measured it, I would be able to tell you the size. Well, maybe it's about a fourth. I have kind of a bubble in there. I'm going to have some cleanup right there. Cleanup on aisle 3. I can see that there's an air bubble. So all I did was I traced my little ornament and I punched my hole. If you're coming on late. And then we're just using ink with our Shrinky Dink material. Hopefully I don't have too big of an air bubble. I see that there is one. You can always wash this off if you make a mess. Just wash it off and try over. Honestly, you could just take it to your sink and just wipe it off if you had a total disaster, or use a Clorox wipe. So just gently pull. Be patient. Don't do it fast. Just peel it slowly. Oh, it didn't do bad. There's like a little tiny oopsies. That's okay. I'm kind of expecting that. I've used these a bazillion times. Corporate says these are good for 8 to 10 or 8 to 12 times. Sorry. Darlene has used it like 30 to 40 times because I took them to craft shows and demoed them. So mine get a workout. My transfers get a big workout because I use them and use them and use them. Okay, little tiny oopsie right here. Just gonna clean that up so that it will be fine. Okay, gonna put that to the side. Okay, I'm gonna try not to touch these. And then I'll move them and I'll let them dry. Those will dry for 2 days and then I'll shrink them up. But I have some today that I've been drying that I can show you. Let's do red. Let's do our reindeer in red. So, oh, Karen, Bob had surgery yesterday and was not nice. Called him today and was not nice. Oh, he probably just doesn't feel good. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Hopefully doing good. Hopefully you didn't have too rough of a night out there in Seattle. Okay. Okay, so just put that onto your transfer. It's the easiest to do that, to put it onto the back of it, flip your transfer over, make sure you have all your air bubbles out. There's lots of tiny little words, so you want to make sure it's out. I'm okay if I'm off. I am not. I'm just trying to show you. If you want to fix it, it really is off a lot. Let's fix it. Okay, let me just show you how easy it is to fix it. Just gently peel it off. It really is off a lot. So let's have a do-over, okay? Let's have a do-over. Let me try to get it straight. So my mama's birthday, you know what? Let's do it this way so I can see. I'm going to hold it with my fingers and I'm going to lay this over the top of it and put it like that. That'll be close enough. My mama's birthday is coming up on the 19th. What is today? I already sent her present for her. Today's the 17th. Okay. I sent her present. It got there yesterday. I didn't call last night to check on her. I did one of those cute little floral Christmas trees that have roses and it looks like a Christmas tree on a sled, because they live in a little assisted living place in Blackfoot, Idaho. And I thought, you know what? They probably don't have a little Christmas tree or have room for one, but my mama loves flowers. And so I thought I'll incorporate that with her little present. So I sent that. And then they also had the mini Mrs. Fields chocolate chip cookies. And so I sent a little tin of those. Of course, they charge you a fortune. Those cookies were $50 for a little cute little tin full of a couple of dozen of those little cookies. I'm like, man, they're making out with that. They probably just went to the local mall and got their little cookies, or buy them by the bazillion. Anyways, I sent that and I can't wait to call. She's not going to know who gave it to her. She'll probably walk by it a dozen times a day and bug my dad and say, "Ooh, who's that from? Who's that for?" because she doesn't remember things. He's probably not happy with me, but I thought that would be nice for her to have some Christmas cheer. Okay, so just gently pull it up. You're going to hold that little tab right there. That's the easiest way. That is the only place to hold to pull this off. You're just going to gently pull it. You're going to get it going, and then you're just going to keep pulling. Be patient. You don't have to go fast. You want to just gently peel. See how it will come off. Just like that. Okay, so there we go. We have one more to do. You could do this with a big transfer. I just don't know how it would do when it shrinks. And you would definitely let it dry for at least 2 days, because you really want your ink to be thoroughly dry. It's been rainy here, so it's not drying as quickly. I think during the summer it probably would dry a lot faster. So thanks for another of the airport signed off to watch you. Oh yes. That's great. That's great. I'm glad you did. My goodness. It's scary out there sometimes, I'm telling you. Okay, so all I did was I traced the shape. If you don't have the shape, just trace a circle, trace a cup, trace a bowl. Draw your own little thing, do a rectangle, do whatever. You can totally do this yourself. You could do wiggly lines so that it doesn't have to be perfect, and then just do a little top part to punch a hole. You don't have to have that. You can do your own thing. So sometimes it's better to just do your own thing. And these are just kind of fun. It's just different. I wanted to show you a different technique to use your transfers and your ink, because you know we all need to do things differently sometimes. Sometimes we just have to have fun. It doesn't have to have a purpose, really. I mean, these are just silly little keychains that I will probably throw into everybody's little bag, and they'll go, what the heck? And I'll go, yeah, I made that for you. Because I have all my little Christmas bags that I have to make for all my family, and I have so many people. It's so cute when I have everything lined up. I line up all the things, because I mean I already mailed my gifts to my stepdaughter's family that's out of town, but I have all of the other ones that are here that'll be here for Christmas breakfast. And usually I do their dogs too. I don't know if I'm going to do that, although I told you I found cute little doggy that had a dog on it with gift bags when I went to one of the dollar stores. I'm not going to go pay $4 for a bag. I am always going to go to the dollar store, because those bags usually just get thrown away. So Darlene is not going to do that. I'm not going to pay $4 for a bag. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same thing with this one. And you can choose any colors you want, and you can sit there and you can do details. If you want to do all the details on these instead of just doing a solid color, go for it. I just didn't want to have you guys be sitting here forever. I'm just going to gently peel that up. Isn't that cute? These are just so cute. Okay, so now the thing to do is these have to sit for 2 days. I'm going to magically bring in some that have been sitting for 2 days, almost 2 days. And we're going to shrink them. So let me first find something to transport these with. Let me find a piece of cardboard somewhere. How about, let's see, Darlene, how about this? I'll just put them onto the other thing. And so I'm just going to slide it and grab it by this. Don't grab it by the ink part, because you'll mess it up. Okay, so these are going bye-bye. And they're just going to go onto a shelf for 2 days, and then I'll shrink these. But I have some exactly like this that I did 2 nights ago that I'm going to shrink for you right now. Okay, for the magic of television. Okay, I'm going to bring them over here one by one. I'm going to show you. So these have been sitting. They're still tacky. Don't touch them and think that they're going to be completely dry. They're still tacky a little bit, but you could touch them if you wanted to, and they're not going to smear, okay? But we can't even have more than one on here, because when I use my heat gun, it's going to blow things around. So I'm going to do one by one, and here comes the magic, guys. Here comes the magic, the fun part. The part that I learned let me make sure everything's away, because when I use the heat gun, it's going to start blowing stuff. So I learned this the hard way because I tried to dry them faster so that I could shrink them, and they started shrinking, and I was like, oh, and then I never got back to it last year. Okay, so what is a stuffy snowman? Oh, Karen tried making a stuffy snowman last night. What a laugh. Oh, a stuffy snowman would be out of fabric, right? So out of fabric, and you stuffed it with stuffing. Is that what you did? A little stuffy? That would be cute. But make dog tags. Yeah, you could totally make these into dog tags. Absolutely. You could write names on these. You could make it bigger. You could write names on it. Okay. So the first thing to do is this. This is my heat gun. We're going to also test it with the Chalk Couture one and see if it gets hot enough, because I don't know if it does. This is an industrial heat gun from Uline. Okay. So I learned the hard way that it actually shrinks it. Sorry about that, guys. That's FedEx telling me I have stuff coming. I haven't. You know those cute little kits? Oh my gosh, my cute little kits are coming. The ones with the blocks, the new ones. I don't know where it is in my drawer. They're on their way. They'll be here. They will be here. It is. These kids will have these next week. Yes, I will. So I'll have these for you guys. As soon as I see that they shipped, I think that was my shipping notification that they're picked up, because I did an overnight order. I just decided to do that for you guys. So we'll have those next week. They can be ordered, and that way you will be able to get them. You'll get them right after Christmas and have something fun to do. Okay, you're going to take, if you're going to do it this way, take your multi-tool. Multi-tools are great for many things. They're great for this too. I'm going to hold this down. I'm going to hold down the end with my multi-tool. That's going to hold it in place, because this is going to get really hot, and I'm going to try not to let it do anything weird. I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to not hold it in one place, because if you hold it in one place, then it is going to bubble up your stuff. So can you see it? It's going to start shrinking here in just a minute. It's going to start moving. See how it's shrinking? Yep. It's starting to shrink. So I'm just moving my heat gun instead of having it in one place. I'll show you. I learned the hard way about having it in one place. So you can shrink your Shrinky Dinks in the oven, but look at you can shrink it with a heat gun. Yeah, you can. So we'll try it with the Chalk Couture one and see if it works. Okay, so when you get to that point, then you're going to lift this off. Maybe I messed it up. Maybe I didn't lift it off fast enough. Now you got to shrink that end. Okay, so now get back here. Get back here. Let me see if I can just hold it like this. Then you're just going to shrink that end. So you might need to hold it while you do the other part of it. See the magic though? So you want to just keep kind of holding it until it goes flat. It will go flat. It's almost there. Yeah, it keeps running away. Okay, so look at so it will be very hot. Okay, you don't want to touch it at this point, but look at how cute that is and how small it shrunk up. Okay, so yeah, and it's still kind of bendy, so don't pick it up. If it starts to bend on you, you can reheat it up with your heat gun. Just like you can always put them back in the oven. Okay, let me put it on here and I'll bring it up. I'm not going to touch it. It's really hot. Isn't that cute? That is how small they get. So that's about the size of a 50-cent piece. How fun is that? I know. To put them in the oven is it? Yes. Okay, so if you can put them in the oven, and the direction for the oven is easy. Okay, all you do is turn your oven to 325 degrees. Oh, you can do it. Okay, a toaster oven works also. Okay, so a regular oven, 325 degrees, and use parchment paper or tin foil. And then you place the color sided up in a preheated oven. You need it to be preheated because otherwise, you know how it gets really hot. And then it only takes 1 to 3 minutes. You just sit there and watch, and then let it cool. But isn't that really awesome? I learned the hard way that you can do that with your heat gun. So let's grab the Chalk Couture one and see if it works. I don't know if it will. Where is my Chalk Couture one? I don't know if it gets hot enough. Honestly, I kind of think it doesn't, but I would love to know. And then we're going to make that into a little keychain. Yeah. So I don't know if it's going to get hot enough, but I would love to be able to tell you. So we're going to try it. This is our Chalk Couture little heat gun. I'm kind of thinking it's not going to get hot enough, but let's test it out and see. We're going to test it out because really it doesn't get hot enough to do anything to a transfer. So now we have this cute little thing. We can make it into a keychain. Okay. So let's grab Rudolph. Okay. So let's try Rudolph. So once again, I'm going to hold it down with my multi-tool, and we're going to try it on the highest setting. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it down with my multi-tool, and we'll see if it does anything. Honestly, I don't think it's going to get hot enough to do anything. But you never know. It might just start shrinking. We'll see. Let's give it a minute. And a hairdryer definitely gets hotter. We could test all three. Although I don't know where a hairdryer is in my house, honestly. So I think it's not getting hot enough to shrink it. It's not doing anything. It should have done something by now. Okay. Well, they say that this doesn't even get hot enough to melt your transfers. Okay, so you can't use your Chalk Couture one, but you can put them in the oven. Okay, so oven, if you don't have a heat gun like this. But I'm just going to keep doing this because it's just kind of fun. We're going to shrink them all. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it down. And you're going to move your heat gun so that it doesn't bubble up that ink, because it will. And it's not fun. Look at it, it's shrinking. Can you see it shrinking? I'll hold it more to the side. And it kind of bends up a little bit, and you're like, oh no, it's going to be ruined. And then it will flatten back out. At least it did last night. We'll see. We'll see if it flattens back out. Yep. Look at it. It's like magic. It just flattens back out. Isn't that fun? I just love it. We have 2 more to do. Do you want me to do them, or do you want me to just show you how to do your keychains? I know the heat gun is really loud. It's kind of obnoxious, but and then just go like that, and I'll show you. And it's just cute. It's just small, you know. Look how small it is. It's super cute. These guys are really fun. And it is permanent. The ink is permanent on there. The ink is not coming off. Isn't that great? I just love it. I love it. We have 2 more. Let's just keep going. If you don't use Chalk Couture ink, you would just use Sharpies. Yes, you would just use Sharpies. Exactly. So you could just use a Sharpie. It says for the directions. Okay. So you can use rubber stamping. Like you can use your rubber stamping and use the ink and stamp a design on there. It says alcohol-based permanent inks, okay? And then you can trace the design on the other side if you want to, and then wash that off. And then you can use, so it says alcohol-based permanent markers, acrylic paints, and painter markers. Do not use watercolor markers or crayons. So it has to be permanent ones. Like the Sharpies are great because they're permanent. Okay, 2 more. And then we're going to make we're gonna make them into cute little keychains. Okay, so it is dry enough that I can touch it. Okay, so it's dried for almost 2 full days, almost. So this one I got a little nick on here, but I think when it shrinks up, it will be fine. Okay, so bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Aren't they so fun? Yeah, chalk will melt off. Yeah, definitely don't use chalk. Oh yes, didn't quite work. He's lopsided. Oh, Karen, that's funny. That's funny. And Donna says maybe the snowman's melting. Okay, here we go. So make sure you're moving it. Moving it. And then all of a sudden it's going to start melting. Well, it's going to start shrinking. I have it on high, which is really high. It's really hot. I can feel it on my hand, but it's not burning. You see how it kind of folds over and then it will open back up? That's the magic. I love watching them in the oven when you're a kid and you're watching them start to do their little magical thing and they're shrinking. I want that top part to be done and flat. Okay. All right, see if it will flatten out. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yay! And like I say, if it's not completely flat, you can always use your heat gun again. You can always put it back in your oven to flatten it back out. Okay. All right, so there's 3. We have 1 more, and then we're just gonna, I'll show you how to make them into cute little keychains. I just have the little keychain stuff that I got that off of that place that delivers to me all the time. This one I really messed up. There's like a little slit there. Yeah, I had some little oopsies. I didn't mean to. Okay, it's gonna be loud one more time. So we could do this for Mother's Day stuff or Father's Day stuff. You could have your kids or grandkids make something for mom or dad. Oh, look at this one. It might just be the ink. It's bubbling up again. Okay, so I had the same problem. I think maybe my teal ink is different. I better check it and make sure it's ink. Okay, so it did this before. Okay, my teal did this exact same thing and I thought I had done something wrong. It bubbled up. Okay, so I have one fail. I'll show you. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's ink. So it happened to me before. It bubbled up and it just did it again. So there might be something with the teal ink that's slightly different, that doesn't work with that heat process. It might work better in an oven rather than, because look at it did the same exact thing. That's really hot. Hot potato, guys. It did the same thing. It bubbled up. Yeah, but I made cute little keychains last night. I'll show you how to do them. I made keychains with the other 3. That's really odd. So it'll be interesting. Okay, what I'll do is the ones that we just did that I'm drying, the ones that we just did for a demo, I'll put them in the oven and see if the oven makes a difference. But look at, yeah, that the ink bubbled up on the teal. So we're not going to make the teal into a little thing. And some of it came off onto my multi-tool. So maybe the teal doesn't work, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's make some cute little keychains. I just have keychain stuff. I just have the stuff that I got from that place that delivers to me. Okay, so we're just going to take some little pieces and we're going to make our little keychains. I'll show you how easy it is. You're just going to pick out stuff to go with them. I have these cute little tassels that I got in a pack because we're going to be making some engraved stuff. And so I was just trying to pick out something that went with the colors. So maybe I'll do that with that and then do red with this. That's kind of reddish. Okay, so these come in a bulk thing just like this. You could buy all one color, but I wanted the multicolor because I thought that was super cute. They're just little tassels, and then I have the rings, and I have the ends for these guys. And I have pliers to open this, but you know what? Honestly, it was easier with my fingers to just use my fingers, and I think I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to pick this little thing here, so you could try it, see if it gets hot. Yeah, you'll know within a minute or two. So, oh, it says so. Would make adorable embellishments for the center of a bow. Oh, they sure would. That's a great idea, Jennifer. That is such a great idea. Okay, can you use a hairdryer? Yeah, Jill, try a hairdryer. Hairdryers get super hot. You'll know. Just test it out. Just test it out on one. But make sure you dry those for 2 days, okay? All right, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to feed this little thingamabobby through here. Okay, I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to put it onto one of these guys because I felt like when I made these that it needed to have a bigger spacer in between. So I'm just have my little keychain piece, and I'm going to close that. You can use tools. I just found it was easier to do it with my fingers, honestly. And now I'm not, because I can't see it. I'm like so blind. Now it's not working. Okay, there we go. So use tools or use your fingers to do it. And then all I did was I just put the little pieces on here. So this is the little tassel. Okay, and then the little keychain part. And these are just all, did I do it like that? Yeah, I think I did. And then this part on here. Or did I put that onto, you know what? I think I had to put this onto a little round thing too. Because it is, yeah, I think I had to put it onto a round thing. I don't know what these are called. Who knows? Tell me, I don't do jewelry. Okay, I don't know what these little finding things are. It's just like the little round things. What are they called? I am not a jewelry person at all. I don't wear jewelry and I don't make jewelry. Although, and I'm not very coordinated. I'm going to grab my little pliers and see if I can do it this way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I don't know what they are. What are they called? Someone tell me. Someone tell me what those things are called, because I have no clue. But we have some little wooden earring things that we cut out that we just never got to. It's so hard. Then you're just going to put your little keychain part on there. But isn't that fun? How fun is that? Then you just have your little doodad to throw into somebody's stocking, and they'll go, "How'd you make that?" And I'll go, "You have to go back and watch my video." You have to watch my video because you know what? Darlene doesn't give up her secrets. No, I'm teasing. I probably would pull out the Shrinky Dinks and I'd say, "Let's make some. You want to learn how? I will show you how." I'm actually looking forward to things. I was talking to my husband. I was talking to my daughter-in-laws about the changes that I have to make with my Chalk Couture page here. And look at this. Okay, so your stuff that you do on your Chalk Couture page is supposed to be 75% Chalk Couture, but I'm showing how to use this on another project. So is this compliant? I don't know. It's so hard for me, guys, because all I do is try to represent the product and to give you fun projects. So I'm like, do I ask them every single time? I'm just doing the best that I can do. Okay, so I'm doing the best I can do, and until I just am fed up with those things, I'm just gonna keep doing it because I want to be here for you guys. I love Chalk Couture. I'm not leaving. I'm not doing anything like that. But we will have to do some projects on another page because if they are mainly just a wood project, then we can't do them here. But that's okay. That's okay. It gives me more opportunity to do other things that I've been wanting to do, that I've been afraid that I would get in trouble because it has no Chalk Couture. So it will be a good thing. It'll just be different for you guys, you know. But like always, the replays are always there. So if you miss it, you can always go back and watch the replays. That's the wonderful thing about Facebook. And in this, okay, as the year starts, I'm going to start moving, copying all of my videos and put them over onto YouTube, because I need a second place to have them in case someday something happens, you know? I don't want something to happen to Facebook and all of a sudden, like we've had people that have had their Facebook page taken over and they've lost all of their videos, and I would be so sad to lose all of this that I've done with you guys. Okay, it's working better if I use the tool and my fingers. Okay, so jump ring. Thank you, jump ring. You're right, jump ring. Oh, you have to go to Lisa. Have a great appointment. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, my friend. I'll be here tomorrow in the afternoon, late afternoon. Jump rings. Yeah. Sorry. Thank you, guys. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. but they come in silver and gold. So whatever they are, it could be a jump ring because it jumps from one piece to the other, and I'm just feeding that right on there. So just a little fun little thing for you to give to somebody. It has the little tassel thing on there. Yeah. Isn't that great? Yeah, you could make these into earrings. Wouldn't that be fun to have these in earrings? How fun! You could do Chalk Couture logos if you're a designer. You could totally do Chalk Couture logos, and use the one that has the this background has like the opaque background, so when it when it shrinks up, it's white. Yeah. So on the background. Okay, was that fun? That was just kind of fun to do something different. I want to do other things too. We'll see. We'll see. I want to do, okay, so I want to do the cute little cinnamon, the cinnamon gingerbread ornaments. But we'll see, because I have to find out if I can do that, because it's not Chalk Couture. But what if we put them onto Chalk Couture? What if we put them onto something Chalk Couture and use them on one of our projects? That would be fun. We could do that, right? Okay, guys. Well, I hope this gave you another idea on how you can use your inks and what you can do with children and as an adult. Look at all these fun things. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot about Shrinky Dinks. They've been around forever. I don't even know how far back did they go. What year? Oh, well, this one is like this one says copyright 2021, but that's not true. This has been around forever. It's been around since I was a kid, probably in the 70s, I would think, back in the 70s. So, all right. Mr. Carter would love them. Yes, he would love to do that. Absolutely. Oh, you've been doing wooden crafts from the craft store. Oh my gosh, how fun. Kids need to do things like that. Okay, that's what you did last night. You used your other page. Yes, yes. So, okay, guys, I'm going to go and I'm going to clean up my ink. That's all, and my transfers. So make sure when you're using the ink on transfers, you clean them right away. I'm going to go do that. Excuse me, that's going to be my first thing I do. But have a great day. It's Friday. Yay. It is 1 week from Christmas Eve. Are you ready? I'm almost there. I'm going to do all my baking this weekend. Yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend. So, whew, deep breath, guys. We got this. We got this. We can do this. We can. All right. We can do hard things. All right. Have a wonderful day. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. If you are interested in any of this Chalk Couture stuff, let me know. Send me a message. I would be happy to share it with you, and I'd be happy to tell you how you can order this stuff. All right? You can just send me a private message. All right. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.